Aries, what's up? Welcome to your reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, let's see what you can expect to happen in your professional life from the 31st of March to the 6th of April, 2025. Roles can be reversed anytime, so feel free to switch those energies, vice versa. Let's see, Aries, where the cards want to take us today. All right, Aries, let's see. So the overall energy out here, Aries, I have is the Page of Swords. So for a lot of you, there could be some kind of information that you could be waiting for, okay? Or you could be doing some kind of online research. You could be doing some kind of research right now. Let's see what this is. Okay, I feel you are doing some kind of research, but whatever research you're doing, right, it's like you're keeping to yourself. So what I'm getting out here, Aries, that for a lot of you, you could be secretly working on a mission. And what mission that is? For a lot of you, that mission is to move towards something new or to get out of an old situation, job, business, whatever it is, right? But that's what's happening as the overall energy for the week out here, where you are planning, you are thinking, you're opening yourself up to new ideas, you're opening yourself up to new ways, new perspectives. So somewhere, somehow, you are keeping something a secret. You are keeping something to yourself, and for a lot of you, what you're keeping to yourself is like you could be wanting to walk away from a situation that does not serve you any longer, a job, career, business, project, partnership. It's just that you're keeping it to yourself. You haven't been able to announce the truth yet. Okay, now let's begin. Now, in your recent past, with the Star, the Judgment, the Three of Pentacles, I do feel that you did make, there was some kind of realizations out here. Okay, I don't know what the realization was, but let's see. There was some kind of realization in the past, in the recent past. Okay, it felt like the realization was that you could have been working on a repetitively on a job or a business or a project. Okay, I'm just going to sum it up as a situation in your professional life. You kept working, and it was almost like it put you to a point where now you have got to make a choice. If you're staying in a situation, then work hard and continue to work hard. If you don't want to stay in a situation, speak up and get out. And that's the kind of realization that you had to cut something off from your professional life. Okay, you had to cut off a situation from your life, and it was almost like a final decision. Okay, it's like, okay, I realize this, I no longer want to live in denial about this. Why? Because I feel that you wanted to move forward. I feel you were bored with a very routine based work, or a job or a situation became too routine based, and you got clarity about a situation, and that clarity gave you the strength and the courage to move forward and stop being in a situation only and only for the sake of money. Okay, so there could have been a realization like, why am I here? Is it only the money? But the money is not making you happy anymore. Okay, so if you were in a situation where you were only in it for the money, you realized that you had to get out of it. And what you did in the recent past is, a lot of you started to either go for interviews, or you started to open up yourself to new collaborations. You opened yourself up to a group of people where you could learn more. Some of you going towards interviews, others of you trying to take help and collaborate with new people and wanting to work on a new situation. Okay, or working on a new business project or something like that. Yeah, see, you were done staying in a superficial situation. You were done staying in a situation only and only because it looked good to others, or only and only because of the materialism. Yeah, see, you chose to move forward. You chose to turn your back to a situation in the recent past, and you chose to move forward is what I'm getting. Now, I do feel that you could be learning more. Some of you could have gone back to school. Doesn't actually have to be going back to school, but I feel that you chose to update yourself. If you weren't open to diversities, I think you were opening yourself up to diversities. You were opening yourself up to collaborating with people from different areas, or who were very, very different from you, because you realize the fact that it's important to work in a group, and everyone who is in the group with you, right, has something important to um, has something important to bring into the situation. Okay, there was very important, what do you say, what's that word, feedback, okay, or suggestions, or their ideas were also important. Okay, all right. Now, before we move forward, if you need a personal reading, you can email me on tarotwithnemo@gmail.com. Now, in the current situation, the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, and Seven of Wands, I do feel that from coming off as in an emotional situation, from coming off as constantly being there for others, okay, you could also have been in a type of a situation, Aries, where you were giving too much of yourself. Okay, you were at a point where you were less available to yourself and the situation, or less available to yourself, your emotions, your emotional stability, and more available to others or to a situation. I feel you've come to a realization that is very important to give yourself a priority and not be in situations that disappoint you. You probably, a lot of you Aries, are realizing that where you are is not long term stability. Some of you are questioning the long term stability of where you are. Others of you are realizing that money is not everything, and it's time for you to even give priority to your family, to your friends, or focus more on financial stability along with juggling it with emotional stability. But yeah, you've realized and come to a fact that your end all be all is in a different situation. Okay, and now you're putting your foot down. Look at that. There is an opportunity that comes towards you. Okay, Aries, I feel this is an opportunity that will be coming towards you because we're doing this for the coming few days. So there will be a very beautiful opportunity that comes towards you, a very nice financial opportunity. The opportunity may look too small, okay, but it has the potential to grow very, very big. What I do feel is that you are going to get a reality check. Okay, you're going to put your foot down and you're going to get a reality check about something. Yeah, I do feel that if you were in two minds about a situation, yeah, you're going to need more strength. So it's almost like the realization is here that a situation is draining you out too much. A new opportunity is on the horizon, all right, and you have a reality check. However, the problem in the current situation is that you're still in two minds. You're still juggling. Some of you could be literally comparing apples to oranges. You're comparing two very different situations. Okay. One which has very, very big potential, and one which really does not have potential, but you think it has potential. Okay. So I feel that you're kind of juggling two different situations, and somewhere, somehow, you know that you will have to stand up for something. You will have to protect your boundaries. You will have to set clear limits, which I feel you're having a little hard time doing in the current situation. Now, what you can expect to happen by the end of the week out here, you are going to be able to get over any kind of betrayal. You're going to be able to get out of any kind of mental exhaustion. Even if a situation feels dead, done, and over with, you will get over that. Okay, you won't be sitting there crying over spilt milk. You won't be acting like a martyr. You won't be acting like a victim. All right, it feels like there is going to be some new opportunities presented to you where you can start clean. Okay, a clean slate is going to be available to you. Some of you in the form of a new job, or in the form of an opportunity, in the form of a new project. Okay, provided you are extremely, extremely enthusiastic to take it up. Yeah, and this is going to happen. It's almost like I don't feel this is going to happen all of a sudden. I feel this is something that you knew was coming, and for some of you, it could be a project that you thought was never going to take off. Okay, and all of a sudden that project comes in towards you. Okay, and this project is going to make you feel financially very, very stable, very, very independent, and it's almost like you are going to feel very independent. All right, that's the kind of opportunity that comes towards you. Yeah, you were holding on to this mentality of like, no, I'm a martyr. No, this one did this to me, that one did it to me, this did this to me, the work, whatever job you were in, it didn't work out, etc. But I feel that there will be opportunities that come towards you, and you will be able to grab them very, very clearly. Because I feel out here with the sun, something's going to make you very, 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 very happy. There's a new beginning available. Yeah. So if you were in your comfort zone, if you were in two minds about traveling, if you were in two minds about exploring, if you were in two minds about wanting to walk the unknown path. I feel you are coming to a realization out here where you realize that life begins on the other side of the fence. Okay, yeah. I don't feel you see this coming, but um, you will make a choice. I think a lot of you by the end of the week are going to be making a very, very big choice. Aries, this could be whatever, a choice between two options, or a choice between say staying in a job, leaving a career, leaving a business, or whatever, between two jobs, between two careers, whatever. You're going to have a choice between two things out here, okay, for sure. But this is going to particularly help you to step outside your comfort zone and explore new worlds. Some of you may even explore new partnerships. Others of you could be planning towards your wish. So if there is a wish you have in mind, if there is a goal you have in mind, you are going to be literally planning to move towards that goal, because you will get some kind of clarity and you will be making a tough choice. All right. So that's what I have. So it feels like some of you are secretly planning to travel, or some of you secretly planning to walk out of a situation that no longer serves you, be it a job, business, career, project, partnership. All right.